Okay, the sound is there. All right, I just have to wash my hair, and it is 2:38 Pacific Eastern Standard Time. I'm sure Trevor will be on moderating in approximately 10 minutes. So it's 1 minute, and by the time I finish this, it'll be 2 minutes because it's basically 3 seconds till 2 minutes. So in exactly 2 minutes, I am going to begin my introduction, share the topics of today. However, prior to me introducing myself and prior to me sharing the topics, if you read the description where the title is and the description at the bottom, by the time I wash my hair, you will understand what I'll be talking about in 2 minutes. So if you read the description and the title, it takes me about 3 minutes to wash my hair, 2 minutes to wash my hair. I'll be back here in exactly, it's almost 3 minutes that I've been live just to prepare the pictures. In 2 more minutes, I will be live to talk about culture today, the Candace Owens Internet sensation, why people are criticizing her, what happened when she was away for the holiday. And this is my humble opinion from Ontario, Grimsby, Ontario, Canada. I'm just a little girl from nowhere, but I'm not a girl, I'm a woman. I'm 54 years old, okay? And one of the things that I know for certain is when somebody passes away, it's for somebody's benefit. It's usually somebody that's close to you or close to a situation. Now, in the 60s, do we really know who killed JFK? It was the CIA. However, with MK Ultra and with the Vietnam War, I need to wash my hair. I'll be right back. I'm right here. I just need to wash my hair. This is my spa day, so you'll have to excuse me. That's why I'm not on camera, but I will be tonight. I'm just looking for the shampoo. There's the shampoo. So time is our most precious commodity. And that's the philosophy of Lasha's take. So, lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you. Caught up in circles, confusion, it's nothing new. Flashback, one time, almost left behind. And you can, the memories. Time after time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you're lost, you can look. I'll be waiting. Time after time. Time after time. So, being 54, I can wash my hair wherever I see fit. And just because I'm not sitting in front of my YouTube studio the way I normally do, it doesn't mean that I can't have a conversation while I'm in my bathing suit, washing my hair and giving myself a pedicure, because that's what women do. However, I would just like to finish washing my hair. Do you know how some women will, or men, will put on makeup and they'll tell horror stories while they'll put on makeup? Well, this is going to seem very strange. Now, I do have a brother, and his name is Sandy Jr. Royenko, Rojenko. You know, he's 18 years younger than I am, so let me think. I met Sandy Jr. I met my brother the very first time when I was approximately 18 or 19 years old, and my father remarried Teresa, and my mother had me. Why am I bringing up my younger brother? Because I was looking at pictures of Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk, and Candace Owens has said actually, she has never even defended their friendship. The only time I ever heard Candace Owens say, Charlie Kirk was like a little brother and that's it, was when Piers Morgan went after her like a machine gun with questions. Could you imagine waking up in the morning and having somebody go, what, when, where, how, I, what, when, where, how, I, what, when, where, how, I, what, when, where, why, how, why, what, when, where, how, and why. Could you imagine have somebody asking 10 open-ended questions? And we all know that if anybody thinks that Candace Owens is making and reports on the Charlie Kirk investigation because she thinks that it's making her money, you're all insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Whoever is talking about Candace Owens making a living off of Charlie Kirk's assassination has never watched Candace Owens in your life. Now, just because I'm having a spa day, who am I speaking to? Hi! Hello, one and many. Hello, you're cozy. I feel cozy too. You like cannabis? Oh, I loves the cannabis. I'm a rapper. Trevor, I knew you'd be here after school. Hi, honey, how are you? Okay, I'm in the bathtub. I'm in the bathtub. But it's okay. You know, the reason that I don't have myself on screen is because I'm in the bathtub. And I'm wearing a bathing suit because I'm washing my hair and I'm giving myself a pedicure. And I really don't feel like anybody's seeing me until we go live tonight. Now, Trevor, I was just talking about Erica Kirk, and I'll get back on that in a minute. Trevor, how was your day? Can you type quick? Tell me, how was your day? How was your day? How was your day? I had to soak my feet so they were like a prune, so I could get all of the skin off so that when I show my feet tonight, they'll look lovely. How was your day at school? How was college? How was college? Oh, that hurts. Oh, I think I took off too much skin on my toe. Okay, so Charlie Kirk, if anybody out there, hello, is there anybody out there? Not that you can hear me. Is there anybody home? Relax. I have some information. See, people are people, so why should it be? All right, so Trevor, I just decided this, and I've been saying this for months and months and months and months. And then Lionel, from Lionel's Nation, by the way, may I say, I can't believe he said this, and I said it first. Who is Megyn Kelly? Who has Megyn Kelly turned into? Because is she a mainstream media gal? Is she a YouTuber? Because she still has ties to mainstream media and sources. And she's not an organic podcaster. She started a podcast because she got fired. That's why I say, is it fair for people like Tucker Carlson? Well, yes, we need Tucker Carlson's. We need Candace Owens's. We need Megyn Kelly's, because they do have information to information we don't, right? So when Lionel Nation said, who's Megyn Kelly anymore? I said that 4 months ago, and his channel got, 100 million views. And I'm happy if one person watches, But I've really been thinking about the Erica Kirk situation, and I also wanted to come online and say that I found a brand new podcaster, and his name is Adam Thomas Pod. Adam Thomas Pod, or iPod. And I put him on my community page because he's past the subscriber level where he can go live with other people, Trev, and I think he'd be really cool to get to know. You should check out his channel. But he was talking about Erica Kirk. And I'm sorry, but the way she's acting is very strange. Now, Candace Owens is coming online. Everything that I could possibly have said about Charlie Kirk and Coach Colin and Ian Carroll and all the podcasters that I love, all the new people that I've found, I do find Erica Kirk to be very suspect. I mean, his funeral was more like a rock concert. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Where was the dignity? Does anybody remember when John McCain passed away? Now, I know, Trevor, that, people have different parties in the States, but John McCain was a classy guy. Now, people called him an American hero because he served in Vietnam. Well, Vietnam was a bullshit war anyway, just like all wars, just like George Bush lied. I mean, the whole 9/11 thing was bullshit. And people died for it. I'm not finished washing my hair. I just really think that Erica Kirk knew he was going to pass. When women cry, they never say, excuse me. They always say, sorry. I'm telling you, I've got a nose for this and I've never been wrong. Just like when I said that when Kate Wimbledon, Princess Catherine, when she was healing from cancer, I said on my podcast like almost 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, she's with William with her family. And I was right, because then about 8 months later, it came up in the People magazine. I'm never wrong. I said Brittany from the Royal News Network would end up being on Dan Wooden. She's got the comment, and it happened. So, nobody can tell me that I'm wrong and boring, because this channel is underrated. I'm not done my hair. Because there's so many YouTube channels. It's crazy. I remember when Sophie, my dog, I used to have a dog named Sophie, everybody, and she was the love of my life, and she passed away January the 25th of 2025, and when she was dying, do you know what I wanted to say about Candace Owens and her dreams? Is they are not baloney. They are not baloney. You know why? When I had Sophie, I broke my femur before this dream. And when Sophie died, she bled to death. That's how she died, okay? She literally lost blood and died. And it was because of a mistake, believe it or not, that was done in her hysterectomy. In her, she was a female, and she was a pit bull mastiff mix. And when I was in that wheelchair for a year, and before I broke my leg, I had this dream. And I dreamt of 4 walls, okay? It was just 4 walls, and it looked like laminate, see-through white laminate. And on the laminate, it looked like, remember the Showtime series Dexter? And Dexter would do blood spatter? Okay, in my dream, there were 4 walls, and in the 4 walls, there was blood splatter. But it wasn't scary or dangerous. It just looked like an art design. But I woke up in a sweat, and I thought, oh my gosh, I thought she was going to get hit by a car. And I used to have her off the leash all the time, and she would never stray from me. And then when she died, I realized what that dream meant. I also dreamt, I'll never forget it. It was November the 19th of 2018. My father passed away November the 2nd of 2018, which is actually the same day as my, this woman, her name's Helen Rayenko. My father died on her birthday, which I find really ironic because they didn't like each other. And also, this is my podcast, and it's free speech, and I can say anything I like about people that I know. And what I just wanted to say is my father passed away on her birthday, and they didn't like each other, which I found very strange. My father never wanted to be buried, ever. I remember he told me, I'll have to do this live to imitate him, because if I say it without you seeing me, it won't be funny. But at any rate, Trevor, I was just going to say something really important. Oh, when Sophie was dying, she was bleeding through her girly part because of, it was like she had a very, very long time of the month. And so it was very difficult. And I was just thinking of sulfurs and the blood and the dream that I had. And then I was thinking of the other dreams that I had. And when Candace Owens says that people were making fun of her dreams. Like, give me a break. I had a premonition. I also predicted that Brittany from the Royal News Network would be on Dan Wooden in a year. She was on Dan Wooden in 9 or 10 months, okay? Maybe not that quick, but as soon as she hit her 100,000, she got, I guess if you hit a certain, I don't even like to say this, for anybody that has subscribed to this channel, I really thank you, because this channel is very unique. It's not a huge hub, but that's okay. Now, the woman or the gentleman who sent in the information about the raffle, please email me. My email. Trevor, can you type my email in there, please? LASHAPEACE71@gmail.com. And this individual did, and the only person who signed up for a free Amazon card, has everybody lost their minds? I started this channel as a non-donation charity, and if you want to find out why, go to change.org, type in Lasha Rajenko, and you'll find out why I started this channel and what my motivation is giving out Amazon gift certificates. Because when I start to monetize, the money is going to people who are subscribed here, that need things, that want to help his or her community. You know, I'm still of the believer that women are women and men are men. And I just, you know, I was treated so poorly by the medical system with that situation. And also, Cheer Denise. When Cheer Denise was at 500 people interested in her channel, I said to her, your channel is going to explode. And do you know that I've messaged Cheer Denise so many times and she doesn't even respond? Now, I kind of find that a little rude. Kids get no money. No, they don't need money. This is an adult channel. You can't be under 16 on this channel. And when you're 16, you're still not an adult. Anyway, okay, that's all I have to say right now. Trevor, it's 3 o'clock. I'll be ready in an hour, but I'm going out with Paul tonight. We're just going to hang out for a bit. So is it cool if I call you after 7? Because I'm in the bath, I'm taking a shower, and then I'm getting ready, going out, and then I'll be back around 7. Is that cool with you? Well, it's going to have to be. Okay, cool. I'll talk to you at 7. Okay, I had a lot to unwrap today. Well, 23 minutes worth. So that's a wrap. Love all of you. Trevor, I love you as normal. And have a great afternoon. And today being Monday, January the 12th of 2026, Charlie Kirk did pass away approximately 134 days ago. I can't believe it. Anyway, Trev, we'll talk soon. I think I'm going to do some dance shorts tonight. You should see what my landlord got me, Trevor. He bought me a light, and Paul got me the stand, and all I'll need is the computer now, and we're on our way. Okay, love all y'all.